Hello, everybody. Joe Baggy Donuts here. Welcome back for another episode of Umineko. I'm still coffee as all hell. Not the coffee I drink. I just drank a pot of that before recording, but I've been coughing like crazy. It's fortunately it's a dry cough, so it's not too gross to listen to in case I get into a fit of it on microphone. Hopefully, I won't. And even if I do, I'll make sure to lean away. Chocolate rain insert joke here. So that way I'm not blowing your eardrums out. But it has been polleny as all hell. My car is yellow. I have a dark blue car, but it is yellow right now. And because the weather's been so nice, my lawn has been growing like a weed. Yeah, but no, it's a fucking hayfield in my backyard, and my lawnmower's broken. Yeah, it was sitting all winter, and the little tarp tent, like little enclosure I had for it, got completely destroyed by some heavy winds, and it got a bunch of water in it, and also the spark plug isn't working. I got all the water out yesterday. I bought a new like ratchet set, $99. I needed some ratchets anyway, so I'm not complaining too much. Drained the tank, purged the lines, cleaned out the carburetor, but the spark plug isn't sparking, which it needs to ignite the fuel, which means I probably flooded the engine too, because I've been priming it like a madman out there trying to get it to start. So now I just need to wait for my spark plug to come in so I can actually mow my lawn, instead of going out there for like 30 minutes with my battery powered weed whacker until it dies, just breathing in all the gunky plants. I'm full. I am just completely full of the plant sperm, and my body is rejecting it and telling me to die, which, doesn't sound too bad right now if it means I like that. if that can stop happening. But I talked to the doc on base and got prescribed some super drugs. Been taking the Flonase, I got the Sudafed, I got whatever this is, Claritin. I'm drugged up as all hell. I still got the Zyrtec, not taking it though. It's super, from what my doctor was saying, it's like one of the top 3 of like I forget what she said, like class 2 modern antihistamines, whatever medical talk that means. It's like the one that sedates you the most, which, yeah, it fucking throws me into a brain fog when I take it. Not the best when trying to repair my lawnmower or working on multi-million-dollar government equipment. So yeah, I'm not taking that, even if it does work pretty good. But you don't care about my personal woes. Let's get in there. Tell us that part. I'm sure it's quite important.
聞いてくれフルフル。僕たちのイメージソングが CD になって登場するんだ。
Please no.
嘘だ
Are you gonna sing it? Thank God.
いつも同じような登場じゃ飽きたとお嘆きだったからね。
Really? You sure about that?
僕たちはエンターテイナー。
There's
そして
something
舞
alright.
台は生もの。
たまにはアドリブもなくっちゃだわ。余計なお世話だぜ。
Yeah.
せいぜ。
I mean, you played along with it,
二人とも
so you have no one to blame but yourself.
ありがとう。申し訳ないけど、まだ第二の試練をどうするか僕たちは相談中なんだ。もう少し時間が欲しい。できれば静かな時間を。
Yeah, how's this all gonna play out?
申し訳ないねジョージ君。その第2の試練について
Now that little fucking slasher gremlin Erica is running around scuttling up walls
ある人には朗報、
using her fucking gum tape to Spider-Man.
ある人には強報かしら。
強砲の人はもう事情を察してるだろうからね。
Who's gonna
何の
die?
話かわからない人たちは全て朗報さ。
ベアトリーチェ様、
I mean,
何でもありません。
yeah, Battler's a little indisposed at the moment. I don't really think he's up to participating. 5 people were there. Only Battler was missing. And Beato's expression was dark, her head hanging low. Everyone realized that something must have happened to Battler.
第2の試練を前に バトラ君がリタイアしたことをお知らせしたい。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that automatically knocks out Beatrice. Everyone murmured. Just what had happened.
魔女のゲームは彼を永遠に待ってくれるけど、
Yeah, but not this. We got a time
愛
slot.
し合う二人は
Fucking The Simpsons comes on after this, and we can't cut into their prime time.
恋はまさにアイスクリーム。甘くとろけるけれど、早く食べなければ失われてしまう。彼の復帰を待てるほど、僕たちのゲームは気長じゃない。
It's always, I always see it in anime. People fucking complain that their anime gets canceled for the week because the baseball is going into extra innings.
朗報というのはそういう意味か。そりゃライバルが減るのは嬉しいけどよ。他人の不幸に喝采して喜ぶと思ったら大間違いだぜ。
Well, it could have been worse.
一番強敵だと思ってた。
He's still kicking. He's just indisposed.
理由は聞かないよ。視界の悪魔たちがそう言うなら、そういうことなんだろう。
Yeah, you just rolled
で
bad.
はベアトリーチェ様はどうなるのですか？私は
Mhm.
試練の資格を失うそうです。
Sidelined.
これは愛し合う二人の絆を確かめ合う試練だからね。
今のバトラ君はそれができる状態じゃない。
Yeah.
だからこの二人のペアは失格なの。本当にお気の毒。
Wah, wah.
しかし彼女もこの三つどもえの愛の試練の参加者の一人さ。だからこのまま見届け人として立ち会ってもらおうと思うんだ。
Have fun.
それは明暗だわ。彼女にも試練を乗り越えた二人を祝福する資格はあるんだもの。
君はそれでいいのかい？
I mean, probably not, but you know, it's better than nothing.
はい、最後まで見届けようと思います。そしてそれでも彼がすぐに戻ってきて資格を取り戻し、私と一緒に再び試練に戻ってくれることを信じています。
I'll be 100% honest. I don't think I'd be able to deal with these two for another whole episode.
彼女に見届け人の資格があると思います。
There are a lot.
異論はね。
Not saying they're bad characters. They just have a lot of energy, and I don't.
邪険にする理由もありません。
しかし申し訳ないけれど、強力なライバルが減ったんだからね。バトラ君たちには悪いけど、今のうちに僕たちの試練を決
Yeah,
着
no
させて
sense waiting on his account.
さすがはジョージ君。私の中ではあなたが一番の本命なの。
その冷酷さを備えた愛がむしろ熱さを際立たせてくれるんだね。
I'll have to take your word for it.
とにかくこれで3組は2組に減り、3組になっていた状態が解消されたわけだ。僕たちは1対2で負けることに怯えてきたから積極的に戦えなかった。
Yep, now it's just a stare off to see who blinks first.
ただ潔く
So, ow, I just
決
hit my
定する
hand
だけです。
on the table. I completely ripped open my middle finger when I was working on my lawnmower. I was trying to pull the ripcord to get it to go, but my right hand got tired of pulling, so I swapped out to holding the clutch with my right hand and pulling with my left. But because of the way my hand was placed, holding down the clutch, and now that I'm pulling with my left hand, the ripcord's on the right side, I'm pulling diagonally. I tore the cord all the way up the side of my finger, and it like tore the skin and burned the underside, which then over the course of like the past day and a half, I've been banging it on shit at work, you know, washing it in the sink, you know, because I wash my hands. I'm not a goddamn animal, and it's completely raw and it's disgusting. It's gross. It's like medical gore. Just spit on it though. Not even a bandage. Let it get dry and crusty.
結局最初からそうするべきだったって単純な結論になるわけだな。
Four people stood up as though responding to some invisible summons and faced each other glaring. Only Beato was off to the side, watching the course of the young lovers fight in suspense. Each pair of lovers has an unbreakably strong bond. Then, isn't that enough? Their love is already the real thing. There's no need to test it. But if so, then why must they fight? The victorious couple will be bound together by the magical miracle, and the defeated couple will fall apart. Why have the demons promised us that we will fall apart without a magical miracle? Why is a demon's game like this necessary? Every time I breathe in, I can just feel the air going down my throat with like no moisture, and it's like it's rough. I don't understand. Like, fortunately, the mic is canceling it out, but I can like audibly hear it, not just like the sensation. Like I can hear the wheeze, like the. No, they aren't important right now. I have to think of an escape trick as soon as possible, so that I can save Battler-san from that locked room. Yeah, mind throwing us a bone? This is more your forte.
お姉様、可愛い妹にして一なる自分の片割れであるそなたをわらわも助けたい。
But if you don't know, I don't know?
わらわなりにバトラの密室の謎に挑んでいるが、これは難解だ。まるでただの鎖を知恵の輪だと偽られているかのようにさえ感ずる。ラムダデルタさんに言われました。かつてのベアトリーチェなら絶対に解けるトリックだって。お姉様にはわからないんですか？そのかつてのベアトリーチェという存在はわらわたちが一つの姿となったわらわとてその身の一部分に過ぎぬ。解ける道理はない。
Yeah, you're both in a bit of a precarious situation. By this, she meant that we wouldn't be able to figure it out no matter how much thought we put into her incomplete forms. She was saying that neither the elder nor the younger sister could ever be expected to solve this riddle. Ito shook her head, chasing that thought from her mind.
私は諦めません。あの密室は心を急速に蝕みます。一刻も早く助け出さなければパトラさんの心が壊れてしまう。
Yeah, he'll bounce back. He's had his heart crushed before.
無論わらわも知恵を貸すことはいとわぬ。しかしわらわとてあの密室は見当もつかぬのだ。私たちで知恵を出し合えばそれはきっと一なる私たちが至るのと同じ答えのはず。どうかお姉様も諦めずにお知恵をお貸しください。どうしてあのバトラのためにそこまでせねばならぬのかは相変わらずわからぬがいいとも。
Yeah, what even seen that dope?
他ならぬ自分自身の頼みである。わらわも知恵を絞ろうぜ。
ごらんフルフル、二人のベアトが一緒に考えているよ。
あの二人は本当に
Yep, they're passing around the one brain
救い出せ
cell.
るのかしら。
救い出せるさ。愛の奇跡さえあればね。
そうねゼバル、愛の奇跡さえあれば絶対
に。ねえフルフル、僕たちがあの密室を解くヒントを与えてるって気づくと思う？
No. The two Beatos put their head together, and, straining their minds with all they had, they searched for a plan to save Battler with. It was as though they couldn't see the four people glaring at each other and solemnly discussing the manner of the duel.
気づくわ。愛があれば
Mm-hmm.
絶対に。
Because if they have love, they'll be able to see it. Yep, I know. They were the demons of love. Love is the single element, the source of all miracles. Could the miracle of love provide an answer for a locked room trick?
また出たわ。
Mm-hmm.
愛がなければ見えない。そのキャッチコピーが概念的なものとしては通用するのも理解するわ。
Yeah, the author's fucking grabbing you by the hair and shoving your face into the page over and over like, do you see it? Do you get it? Do you get the point?
でも密室トリックは情愛のかけらの一切混じらない純粋かつ冷酷な算数パズルよ。
Yes, but it can change your perspective on things.
一体この悪魔たちは何をヒントだと語っているの？
私はすでにある答えを持っている。
この悪魔たちの発言は、それが正しいことをさらに教えてくれている。
はいはい、あんたはすごいわ。いつだって勝手に正解が分かってる。そして、
Well, she
私に
wrote
は
the
一
story,
言も
so
教えて
yeah.
くれないんだわ。観測者ルールにのっとるなら、あんたがそれを私に教えない限り、あんたは正解が分かったふりをしてるだけの嘘つきの可能性もあるってわけだわ。
I mean, unless, no, she just did it as like, oh yeah, the puzzle got solved off screen, don't worry about it. Don't ask about it either.
やはり口の悪い巫女は良い。
Yeah, it just got Moe though,
良い
so
ぞ
it's
人
fine.
の子よ。私にとっては巫女の皮肉や雑言は神楽と同じ。
No, we're birds of a feather, Featherine.
ああ、本当にイラつくご主人様だわ。お兄ちゃんのバカ、どうしてあんな密室を自ら。
考えるがいい。
He's not very smart. Don't
考
blame
え
him.
るのは物語の中の人物だけの仕事ではない。
Yes, yes, it's the task of the
朗
reader.
読者のそなたにも思考を楽しむ権利がある。私はそれを見るのが楽しい。
かけてもいいわ。あんた、前の巫女には絶対愛想をつかされて逃げられたんだわ。
私をなじって楽しむもよし、
But that's not helping you,
二
solve
人の
the
ベア
solve
ト
the
と
riddle.
共
So.
に悩むもよし、そなたが考えぬ限り物語は進まぬぞ。
どうしてよ。私は朗読者でしょ。ただ黙々と読み進めればいいだけの話でしょ。
That was a long pause there.
いいえ、考えてほしいのです。読み手のあなたにも。
Looking directly in the camera.
なるほど。あんた、つくづく嫌な作家ね。
Anjay was, of course, still only halfway through the tale. However, there were only a few pages left in the manuscript she was reading from. Where was the manuscript for the rest of the tale? It should continue much further than this. There should be many more pages remaining. Those were inside a different brown envelope, which was in Hachijo's hand. With a grin on her face, Hachijo waved the thick brown envelope about. Well, you only get the second half if you figure it out. If you want to read more, do what I tell you.
クール。これはお嬢が一本取られましたぜ。
Letting you read only so far for free, and then stopping when it finally gets to the good part. Amakusa couldn't stop laughing at this underhanded approach.
あなたなりの意見は推理が欲しいのです。それを先に私に話してくれたら、この続きの原稿をお渡ししましょう。
バカにしてるわ。こんなふざけた真似をされてまで、あんたの言いなりになると思う？
Yeah, I'm with Anjay with this one, but mainly because I don't know the answer and I don't want to be embarrassed by putting forth a bad theory.
俺も先が読みたいですから頭を冷やしてくださいって。八条先生、原稿の続きですが、密室トリックの答えやいろんな謎の真相も書かれているんですよ。
Who knows?
もちろん、もっとも何も考えぬ思考なき者が読んでもわかるようには書いてありません。
Okay.
あんた、いつか熱烈な読者に裏切られたって刺されるわよ。
それを分かっているから人前に出ないのですよ、人の子よ。
とにかく八条先生はこうおっしゃいたいわけだ。まずは答えを聞かせろ。答え合わせはその後だと。
その通りです、青年。意地悪がしたいのではない。本当の意味で物語の結末をしっかりと理解してほしいから尋ね。
And now I have to write out an essay and mail it in. And, once they receive my answer, they'll fucking mail me a disc that has the rest of the story.
ああ、そういえばあんたはテレビのクイズ番組とかめちゃくちゃ大真面目に挑戦してたもん
I
ね。
can see that being like a thing in the 90s where they, it's in 2 discs, and in order to get the second half, you have to submit something in.
なるほど。人生をあんたの方が私より数段楽しんでるみたいだわ。
さあ、バトラーを密室から出す奇跡のトリックを
Love.
どうかあなたも考えてください。考えたものにこそ。いえ、考えたものにしかこの続きを与えたくないのですから。
And, I'm doing this live. If I was reading on my own, I could stop and, like, set up my whiteboard and, like, go full on, like, Pepe Sylvia corkboard crack theory detective. And, like, make some, like absolutely wacko theories. But, we gotta keep the pace going. In the Witch's Cathedral? No. Considering everything that's gone on in here, maybe it should be called a demon's abode. Erica, who wanted to savor the memory of her perfect victory, stood with the whole vast cathedral to herself as the flush slowly left her cheeks. Then, on the balcony that she had thought empty, a shadow came to view. It was Lambda Delta.
ラムダデルタ卿でしたか。こんなところにお一人でいらっしゃるとは。ああ、あんた大勝利おめでとう。
If you can call it that.
あんたには前回もそんなことを同じ場所で言った気がするわ。
They'd be real bad for you if, turned out the same way as last time. She's probably trying to be sarcastic. However, Erica's in such a good mood that even those words sounded like a compliment.
さっきちらりと聞こえてしまったのですが。何？
Yeah, she said a lot of things.
かつてどこかの大魔女のゲーム版で駒ともてあそばれ無限地獄に閉じ込められた経験が終わりとか。
Yeah, but then she learned to hold hands and sing Kumbaya and everything turned out okay. Erica had an unpleasant, triumphant look on her face, as though she had managed to pry into some embarrassing memory of another's past. However, Lambda Delta didn't look in the least bit flustered, and instead looked down from the balcony in silence.
春は？私は何年閉じ込められたかしら。ベルンみたいに私も律儀に数えていればよかったかしら。
Yeah, what's the point of that?
多分数えなくて正解だったわ。数えてしまったからベルンは壊れてしまったのよ。我が
Yeah, now she's an alcoholic.
ロジックエラーの地獄に落ちたことがあるというのですか。あるわ。ロジックエラーを起こしたのはあの子ではないけれど、主がゲームマスターではない。そうよ。当時あの子はまだ自覚さえしていない小さな駒だったわ。
Let's get fucking meta with it.
ロジックエラーを起こしたのはベルンの主であるゲームマスターだった。我が主も魔女の駒だったのですか。ええ、あの子の主。これがまたひどいやつでね。自分で作ったゲームのはずなのに、途中でゴールがわからなくなっちゃってスタートとゴールがつながった。ドーナツみたいな壊れたスゴロクを作ってしまったのよ。
That's, not very good.
ゴールをなくしたとはロジックエラーってことね。どうやれば自
The
分
end
の
leads
望
to
む
the
ゴール
beginning,
に
and
た
the
どり
beginning
着
leads
け
to
る
the end.
そいつは自分のスゴロクをロジックを描けな
Just
かった。
loops.
だからいつまでもスゴロクは壊れたままでゴールがなかった。ならば自分一人で静かにそれを悩んで考え出せばいい
It's
の
like going around the Monopoly board, but you take away the concept of the property pieces and the money, and you just keep going and going and going.
そいつはあろうことかその考えることさえも駒であるベルンに任せっきりにしたのよ。無限の猿の定理って知ってる？
Oh, that you get enough monkeys together with typewriters and enough time, and they'll eventually just smash out the complete works of Shakespeare.
猿が無限の時間の中でデタラメにタイプライターを打ち続ければいつか偶然にも文字列がハムレットと全く同じ文章になるかもしれないという理論。いいえ、暴論ですね。
I mean, they tried testing it out, in a small, test environment, and it just ended up with, the monkeys shitting and pissing on the typewriter, and nothing got typed at all.
ひどい地獄よね。ベルンは無限の時間の間意味もわからずデタラメにタイプライターを叩かせられて、ゲームマスターは自分さえ思いつかないゴールを彼女に作らせようとしたのよ。
Okay. Could Erica even imagine how horrible a hell that must have been? A job that you have to do 100 times, and a job you have to keep repeating until it succeeds with a 1 in 100 probability. They look very similar probabilistically, but the difference in cruelty between them is great. Now, depending on the coin flipper and how you roll, you might never. Well, statistically, you'll eventually get it, but you could go for like 1,000 times instead of 100. When you have to do a job 100 times, you steadily approach the end, get more efficient as you become more used to it, and eventually, you can finish. However, when you have to do a job that succeeds with a 1 in 100 probability, the hard work of the individual doesn't translate to even a slight gain in efficiency. Everything is left to luck. If luck isn't on your side, even the task of flipping a coin until you get heads can last more than 100 years.
タイプライターの鍵盤数っていくつくらい？
A lot.
100個くらいかしら。それをデタラメに叩いてハムレットになる確率って何分の1だと思う？想像もつかないです。多分それはあまりに天文
Yeah, but somehow she got it.
そう、もはや無限にも等しい時間よ。それほどの気の遠くなる時間を奇跡を打ち出すまでタイプライターを叩かせ続けられたのよ。それが
Just brute forced it.
あの子が魔女じゃなかったら、いえ、魔女になれなかったら、多分今も永遠にタイプライターの前にくくりつけられた黒猫のままだったわ。あの子は奇跡に愛され、見事に奇跡を打ち出し、魔女となってあの地獄を生還したの。その地獄があまりに長すぎて過酷すぎて、だからあんなにも意地悪で残酷な魔女に、あんたも選べるなら、
Yeah, the whole abused becoming the abuser thing.
そんなことはないです。我が主の駒となれて私は光栄です。
Oh man, this seems like a pretty toxic relationship, not gonna lie.
虐げるものです。弱者を踏みつけるのは当然の権利なのです。いじめる側の人間ってわけ。最上級のいじめっ子の作り方って知ってる？
You bully the fuck out of someone and get them like real bent out of shape.
簡単よ。短い時間でもいいから、たっぷりいじめて、不意にそれをやめ、今度は力を与えるの。これをやれば誰であっても最上級のいじめっ子に生まれ変わるわ。しかもすごいことに、本人はほんの3日しかいじめられてなくても、その100億倍の期間の間、自分はいじめられっ子だと信じながら、最上級のいじめっ子として君臨するの。
It's not me that's wrong, it's society.
それが我が主と何か？あんたにベルンのことは何も分かってないわ。
Nope.
だから私はね、ベルンがどんなに冷酷で残忍で最悪なゲロカスであっても、
She's a pitiful little
私
creature.
だけはあの子の本当の姿を知っててあげたいの。そして私もね、私の本当の姿を理解してくれるのは地獄の生還者であるあの子だけだと思ってるのよ。あんたは私とベルンの仲を嫉妬してるみたいだけど、諦めなさい。
I don't know, man. You guys are all just super
あんた
fucking
がくぐっ
toxic.
てきたと思ってる地獄なんて、私たちが這い出してきた地獄では瞬き一つ程度のもんなんだから。
I mean, yeah, you've only been here for a couple days, Erica. Oh. Lambda Delta was probably mocking Erica back, and the discouraged expression on Erica's face clearly showed that she couldn't accept Lambda Delta's words.
お言葉ですが、地獄は長さではなく深さだと考えてます。ふーん、言うじゃない。真実の魔女エリカ。ラムダデルタ教の潜られた地
Yeah,
獄
just saying it
を
how it is.
私は存じません。そして私が地獄にいた時間など、しかしその深みでは私は何ら劣ることはないと思っています。あんたの戦勝祝いも兼ねて反論しないで聞いてあげるわ。私に言わせれば、我が主の落ちた奇跡があれば抜けられる地獄も存じ上げませんが、絶対の意志があれば抜けられるラムダデルタ教の地獄も、どちらも抜けられるようにできている程度の地獄です。
Okay.
へえ、言うじゃない。私は
真実の魔女です。私の潜った地獄にはただ真実がありました。真実という冷酷な現実の前には一切の意志も、そして奇跡さえも改善できません。私はその真実を踏み越えてここへ至ったのです。この真実に耐えるという力によって私はあなたにも我が主にも引けを取るつもりはありません。
真実に耐える力って何よ。
わからぬ者にはわかりません。それを制止できなかったからこそ、あなたたちは真実の魔女たりえないのでは。
Alright, you're getting a little big for your britches here, Erica.
許すわ、その暴言も。それに相槌を打ってあげることがこのラムダデルタからの勝利の褒美よ。
ありがとうございます、大ラムダデルタ卿。
I made the mistake of rubbing my eye, and now I'm gonna die.
あなたたちが仲良くしてるなんてね。
My eyes are so dry, it feels like I have sand in them constantly whenever I touch them. It's a bad thing to do. But they're just so itchy, just unconsciously I end up rubbing them. At some point, Bernkastel had appeared on the opposite balcony of the cathedral. Erica noticed her, cried, "My master!" happily, and dashed over.
ラムダデルタ
With
卿
her
に
drooling,
我が
sprite.
主の昔話を伺っておりました。奇跡の魔女である我が主にふさわしい奇跡の物語を一度だけ許してあげる。はい、二度と私の昔の話はしないで。
Yeah, and don't want to talk about your Chuni phase? A grimace rose to her face, blasting Erica's good mood away. And so, Erica understood. Bernkastel was also a witch running from boredom. Because if it ever caught up with her, she would remember those never-ending days of hell. This is proof that even my master still hasn't gotten over the pain and fear of hell. It means that she lacks the power to withstand the truth. For the first time, Erica felt just a little disdain for her master.
失礼しました。それよりこのようなところへどうしてお越しに？あなたに褒美を取らせようと思って探してたのよ。
You get one fish.
褒美ですか？
It's gotta bark like a seal first.
ありがとうございます、我が主。
へえ、何それ羨ましい。
Close enough.
何を取らせる気？
まずあんたを仮でなく本当の魔女へ昇格することを認めるの。後見人は私よ、真実の魔女フルドエリカ。ありがとうございます。
借りが抜けただけじゃないの。その程度の褒美じゃ
Yeah, not really
あ
much
ま
of
り
a
嬉しく
change.
ないわ。もっと素敵なご褒美がいいわよね。
But as long as she's happy with
そん
it,
な
you
こと
know,
ありま
that's
せん。
all that
十
matters.
分嬉しいです。
Of course, on the inside, Erica did want another present. Taking a cue from Lambda Delta, she waited patiently to see if there would be any other
もう
rewards.
一つの褒美はあれよ。
Bernkastel snapped her fingers. Well, if you're a witch now, that means you get a costume change. As she did, a cloud of gold butterflies gathered, and summoned battlers sitting on a throne at the center of the cathedral. Of course, his eyes were blank. He was still an invalid, his heart trapped in the locked room that he would never be allowed to escape from.
あの男をエリカに褒美として与えるわ。バトラーを褒美に？
Ugh.
へえ、なるほどね。エリカにこのゲーム版の領地を全て相続しようって言ってくれてるのよ。
そういうこと。バトラの指をご覧なさい。領主の証である片翼のわしの指輪をつけているわ。あれをあなたのものにすれば、あなたは正式にここの領主となる。私に嘱託されるんじゃない。名実ともにあなたの領地となるわ。
I don't know, man. This territory kind of sucks.
その指輪をバトラの指から抜き取れと？
バカね。女が男の指から指輪をもらえる儀式は
一つしかないじゃない。
エリカ、領主夫人となってバトラーをめとりなさい。バトラーをですか。そうよ。永遠に目覚めない領主にはそばで支えて執務を代行する伴侶が必要だわ。つまりあなたがこの領地を支配するのよ。
swooping on in.
そして結婚式を挙げ指輪を交換する。バトラの領主の指輪はあんたのものになる。
What ring will Battler get?
そして代わりにあなたは霊族の指輪をバトラの指につけなさい。あなたは永遠にバトラを支配し恥ずかしいこの領地でゲーム版であなたの心が赴く
This doesn't seem like much of an equal trade if I'm gonna be 100% with you guys.
領主はフルドエリカ。あんたの望む物語は全てが叶うわ。領主は神。おめでとう。あなたはこの小さいけれど素敵な世界の神になるのよ。それは
As long as you're happy with
本
it.
当ですか。若主、私がこの世界の神に。
Maybe you're not the best person to, you know,
それが
get a god
私があなたに
complex.
最後に与える褒美。バトラの指輪を得てあなたは自らの世界を作りなさい。その時あなたはもう私の駒じゃない。一人の立派
Upgrade, you know, you're a checker piece that got all the way to the other end.
おめでと
Or, well,
うエリカ。
I guess it'd be more apt to, you know, use the shogi comparison. That's closer to chess. I know if you get like certain pieces over to the other side of the board,
ま
you
た
know,
訪
they
れ
like
る
upgrade.
私を歓待しなさい。
はい、我が主。これほどの栄誉はありません。そして気に入りました。バトラとの結婚。思えばこれほどの暴虐はないわけです。何しろあのベアトリ
Oh
ーチェ
god,
は
Erica likes
バ
the
トラに
NTR
尽くした
tag.
い、好かれたいという感情から生まれたらしいじゃないですか。そんな魔女が生み出した世界で私がバトラをめとり汚す、恥ずかしめる。
If she couldn't get any worse.
わかります。恋焦がれる人を奪われる苦しみ、よーくわかります。私はつい
Do
に
you though?
それを与える側に回れたのですね。光栄です。これほどの栄誉はありません。
気に入ってくれてよかったわ。あなたが世界で一番喜ぶ褒美だと私は知っていたんだから。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。我が主。
Alright, get it together. Did she just jump off the balcony? Erica leapt down from the balcony and walked briskly towards Battler. Then she peered down at the reward she had been given.
素敵なフィナーレじゃない。結婚式をやるのね。
そうよ、盛大にね。ベアとのゲームの
Like
最
the
後
end
に
of Shrek?
ふさわしいじゃない。
もちろんベアトにも招待状は送るんでしょ。
来てくれるといいんだけ
What, so you can like lick the tears coming out of her eyes?
ど。さあ、忙しくなるわ。式の準備に段取り、招待状。
ウェディングドレスにケーキもね。披露宴の準備も
Yeah,
しな
there's,
くち
there's a
ゃ。
lot of prep. At least you don't gotta worry about renting the venue. The two witches disappeared, cackling. Only the two who were to wed remained in the cathedral.
聞こえてます、バトラさん。これからあなたがどうなるか。
Battler's consciousness wasn't completely gone. It was very distant, but he was slightly tethered to reality. And that was what made it cruel. It was as cruel as though the spider called Erica had wrapped Battler up. And was eating him while he was still conscious. I mean, some people would probably like that, not me. In fact, She might have been more like certain kinds of wasps. And I didn't mean to cut that short like I was making a joke. Like, honestly, no, that's not the kind of tag I'm into. The cannibalism tag is not one of my go-tos. Paralyzing her prey and keeping it alive so that she can eat it later. In short, her cruelty was similar to that of a predator.
出られませんよ、その密室は。だってあなたがあれほどに赤き真実を並べ、密室であることを示したのですから。だから安心して永遠に閉じ込められていてください。
Well, at least it has a comfy bed.
そうしている間にあなたの体は私がたっぷりと恥ずかしめて差し上げますから。あなたとの寝室は鏡張りにしましょう。あなたがどうやって恥ずかしめられているか、あなたの目にもよーく見えるようにです。そしてその部屋には天井に鳥かごを吊るしましょう。
What, you gonna put Beatrice in a cage?
あなたの愛しの魔女ベアトリーチェを閉じ込めておきましょう。
At least make it a square cage. Birds don't like round cages. They like to have a corner to retreat to where they feel like safe.
わかるわ。こちら側はなんて神なのかしら。
Oh yeah, bullying people is great. It's wicked fun. As he listened to this mad laugh, Battler couldn't even bring a distressed expression to his face. His heart was still trapped in the locked room he had created, and his body and soul would soon be trapped within a new locked room of Erica's. A locked room called marriage.
Yeah, 聞いたかいフルフル。
Yeah, it's getting spicy in there.
聞いたわゼパル。バトラ卿とエリカ卿が結婚式ですって。
You forwarding along that information? They said it with so much of the usual frivolity that Beato had asked them to repeat it again.
どういうことですか？
So maybe you should get your act together and, you know, come up with some good plans, Beatrice?
お心を塞がれてしまって物も言えない。
美しきエリカ卿がその妻となられて執務を支えられることになったんですって。
That's what you want to call it. The two demons explain the situation in a very simple, yet dramatic way. I know what's going on. They're planning to take advantage of the fact Balor's heart is sealed away and use marriage to lock up his body as well, so that they can steal everything from him. At this rate, Balor will have his position as Game Master and his territory Lord's Ring stolen away.
おのれ泥棒猫め、好き放題しよって奪い返そうぞ。わらわに関心はない
It's a
が、
heist.
そなたのこととあっては人事ではない。
体だけ奪い返しても仕方がないよ。何し
You have to steal
婚
his
約
heart.
証書には大ベルンカステル卿が立会人に名を連ねておいでなんだ。
元老院の大魔女が立会人を務める以上、破棄は本人の意思以外ありえないの。
やはり、
Mm-hmm.
バトラさんの心をあの密室から救い出さない限り
Time to go all like fucking Persona
助ける
5.
ことはできないのですね。
I say
なら
never having finished
彼を密
finished
室から
Persona
救い出
5.
す方法
I got
を
like
見つ
halfway
けて。
through. I like the game, but it's just too long, and I had other things to do. And you know, once you stop, it's hard to go back.
花婿を奪いに行くのね。ああ、それは素敵。
それができればオペラにしたいほどの美しい物語となろうぞ。
For Shrek.
しかしながらバトラを閉じ込める密室のなんと難解なことか。出口は扉のみ、そしてチェーンが閉じられていなければ
Mm-hmm.
脱出は認められない。
その上チェーンは外からは閉められなくて。
入れ替わりに来てくれる人もいないときたわ。
Mighty unfortunate.
どう考えてもお手上げだ。諦めたら もう助けることはできないんです。
I mean, you just need to go there in person. Do it
今
for
は
him.
諦めずに
You know,
考
you
え
can go
続
in,
けるこ
right?
とだけが
I mean, even though
彼を
your
救う唯一
weird
の手段なんです。
ephemeral existence, whose existence is, you know, questionable. Though Beato looked as though she was about to burst into tears, she clenched her fist tightly. She was so frustrated with her inability to think up any brilliant plan that her heart felt as though it would burst.
ゼパルとフルフルは最も強力な悪魔たちに名を連ねるであろうが、その魔力はあらゆる不可能を可能と
Yeah,
してき
can't
た
you,
とい
like,
う。
throw us a bone?
そなたらの魔力もしくは知恵でこの不可能な密室を破る妙案は出せぬのか。
そうさ。
Yeah, yeah.
愛ならどんな不可能も成し遂げる。
But magic can't accomplish anything that you can't already do, so there's no point.
成し遂げられないということは愛が足りない証拠だわ。
それを言われると悔しいです。
でも諦めない君の意志の強さには感服するよ。
そ
So,
んなあなただからきっと奇跡を起こせるわ。
words of assurance. Thanks. Better than nothing.
その奇跡のヒントくらい出せぬか。そなたらとわら
Something
わ
besides a little, like,
短い
firm
付
pat
き合
on
い
the
ではあ
back.
る前に
You know, something a little more
別れ
concrete.
の選別に我が妹にせめてヒントくらいは出してやれぬか。
Well, from the perspective, they already have been.
ヒントなら僕たちはいつだって与えてる。
Mm-hmm.
愛がなければ
It cannot be seen.
見えぬから見せろというのに。こやつらはいつもこういう調子でな。
It wouldn't be much of a riddle, you know, if you could solve it just from hearing that.
退屈はせぬが、こういう時には腹立たしい。
Zepar and Furtofur certainly were demons who possessed a great power. The power of love that they bestowed had created several miracles in the past, miracles so great they left a mark in human history. However, those miracles were never given easily. They would give trials, tell riddles, and sometimes help the truth be realized, so that those who desired power could create that power themselves. No matter how pitiful the eyes that looked up at them, the two demons would never lend their power out of pity. As it is with God, it is with demons. You know, they help them who help themselves. They help those who help themselves.
分かっています。
You know, but that tale, well, that saying has more to do with, like, the Greek gods. The original way that story goes is, like, a guy's wagon, you know, wheel broke off near, like, I don't know, a statue of, like, Hercules or whatever. And he's like, oh, God, Hercules, won't you help me fix my wagon? And it's like, do it yourself. You know, I'll help you if you do it yourself. I'll give you my strength, yada yada, whatever. Moral of the story, just do it yourself.
自分で考えますから。必ず。見よ悪魔ども。この今時純情な娘を。愛を司る悪魔として心が痛まぬか。出せ出せヒントを。
Oh my God.
ヒントのヒントくらいなら出せるであろう。
Zepar and Furfur looked at each other. Of course, there was no pity on their faces. However, it could be seen that, though they did find the problem amusing, they were considering what they should do next.
どうするフルフル。
ヒントのヒントならいいかしら。
ああ、それで構わんから一つドーンと頼む。
Yeah, as it stands, the problem is very abstract.
よし。それではゼパルとフルフルから
Thank you.
愛のヒントのヒントをプレゼント。
お願いします。
答えが見えないのは
愛が足りないから。
だからそういうヒントではなくて。
もしも足りないのなら
It can't be seen.
満ち溢れた恋人たちを観察してはどうだろう。
そうね、幸いなことに。
Sure, learn from others. Watch these four miserable beings over there in the corner just staring at each other still. You know, maybe you'll think of something.
ここには2組も愛し合う者たちがいる。
彼らが愛ゆえに戦うところを少し見物していたらいいんじゃないかい。僕たちの試練を観測者の立場から見てみるといいよ。
Alright, whatever.
だから
No, no, calm
そ
yourself.
ういうヒントではないというに。
Each of the other yelled at them, asking for a more tangible hint. However, Zeppar and Furfur just giggled and ran about like rats. Ieto, on the other hand, took their hint to a hint seriously. Now that she was out of the running, the second trial between George and Shannon and Jessica and Cannon tear apart the two who were close. In other words, defeat one of the members of the opposing team. They were allowed to use any method they wanted. It could be a duel, or it could be rock, paper, scissors. After alternating many times between speaking as a group and discussing things as couples, finally, the four seem to have reached a decision.
ゼパル、フルフル、いいかな。
おや、やっとお声がかかったよ。
なにジョージ、決闘の方法が決まった
No matter how much the two demons baited them with their facetious tone. Facetious. It's facetious. Facetious tone. The couple's serious expression did not waver.
はい、決闘することにしました。
決闘は僕とシャノンの
Well,
2人
yeah,
が戦います。
それは意外だね。
not really.
1対1の決闘ならてっきり。
ジョージとジェシカが戦うものとばかり思っていたわ。
2人がどうしても自分たちで決着したいって聞かねえんだ。
僕も男として見守ることしかできないことが悔しい。
I mean, yeah, you're pretty good with your kicks, George, but Cannon has like a glowing laser sword and he'll just stab you?
しかしシャノンの決意は揺るがない。だから僕らはそれを尊重して信じるしかない。
カノン君、
No, like, learn to pick your
信じて
battles.
くれてありがとうございます。もし直接戦わなければならない日があったなら、そうするべきだとずっと思ってきたことなんです。
そしてそれが今日なのだと私たちは理解しました。もちろん避けることのできた日かもしれま
I
せん。
mean, probably, yeah.
しかしその日は訪れま
But you're
した。
here nonetheless, so now it has to be resolved.
だから僕たちは逃げない。そうだな、私も逃げないからここにいる。
同じだよ。シャノンを信じた。だからもう僕から何も言うことはない。そしてたとえシャノンが戦う決闘であった
But,
僕たちの力は一つだ。
how's it gonna play
だ
out?
からこれは共闘なんだ。
はい、そうです。私は私たちを代表するだけなんです。
愛する者たちの決めたことなら。
悪魔とて口を挟めはしないわ。
Sure.
さて、君たちの決闘だけれど。
まさか本当に決闘でいいのかしら。
At once, both Shannon and Cannon nodded.
決闘の方法は？
どちらかが死んで終わる方法なら何でも結構です。
もし許されるなら苦しむことなく安らかに、そして死に至る以外の無用の傷つけ合いを避けられるものを望み
Eh,
ます。
just play Russian roulette.
ゼパル、
You won't even know you lost.
私たちは
この高潔なる決闘の正しい立ち会い人になるべきだわ。
そうだね。分かったよ2人とも。君たちの高潔な意志を尊重できる高潔なる決闘を僕
Oops. I hit enter too early. When Zephyr clapped loudly, a case with an old design appeared in the air and landed between Shannon and Cannon. Got some dueling pistols? Fur nodded at them, urging them to open it. I thought there was going to be an up after there, but no, it's just open it. Cannon crouched down and opened the case. There were a pair of antiques inside. They would have looked splendid hanging on the wall of some classy coffee shop. However, they were not mere decorations now.
これは
なるほどね。決闘にふさわしいじゃないか。
Nice! Inside the case was a pair of old-fashioned dueling pistols. Like the kind used many centuries ago. Well, it can't be that old. It's got blasting caps. If it was like an actual flintlock, or even older, like a matchlock, sure, but, you know, relatively in the history of firearms, you know, blasting caps are relatively modern. I'm actually curious. Firearm blasting caps. Blasting? No. Caps, invention? Let's go with that. See what the old Google machine has to say. 1865. That can't be right. That's too new. Detonator, railway, blasting caps. I feel like I'm remembering it wrong. Like it's not a blasting cap. It's something else. Pictures of blasting caps? Yeah, we're gonna be stuck here until I, you know, get a decent answer. Maybe if I search it like this. No, it's still giving me like RPGs and like mining equipment. Well, I'm going. I'm going crazy. Is it percussion cap? I think it's percussion cap. Let's try that. No, not that. Also have to deal with me trying to spell, which I'm not very good at. Mainly, I just gotta let, there we go, percussion cap. 1820s, yeah. Not that old. Yes, this was a dueling pistol case, which is only permitted to be opened by those who wished for a fight to the death.
弾は一発ずつ君たちの要望に応え魔法を込めておいたよ。
体のどこに当たろうとも
One hit
痛みな
KO?
くそして必ず死に
Yeah.
ありがとうございます。最高の慈悲です。
I mean, we could also go the old-fashioned way of dueling. Well, not the old-fashioned way, but the modern old-fashioned way, where, you know, you both show up, and then you just kind of shoot your pistols in the air and off to the side. And, you know, it's mainly just like, yeah, we had the guts to show up and shoot, and that's it. Because it's always a big deal, you know, when you end up shooting someone and it causes more trouble than it's solved.
二人が共に弾を外した時は
Reload!
本来なら引き分け。でも僕たちの試練はそ
Yeah,
れ
you
を
have
許
to shoot the
さ
gun
ない
off screen in order to reload.
二人が共に弾を外したなら仕切り直して再び弾を与えるわ。どちらかが死ぬまでそれを繰り返す。
僕は依存ないよ。
私もよ。
Yeah, and you both have these nice little brooch targets right on your like center of your neck and chest.
よかったね。これで私たちはようやく
Nice little weak points to attack for massive damage.
後ろ宮ジョージ、君をシャノン、いや、サヨの立ち会い人と認めるよ。
了解だ。
後ろ宮ジェシカ、
あなたをカノン、いいえ、
Let's just keep
ヨ
calling him
シアの
Canon
立
for
ち
now.
会い人と認めるわ。
僕たちは
His
決
name's
闘責任者。
his actual name's a little too plain.
この決闘を必ず決着させるまで責任を持つ。
Now, those old pistols, they're pretty fucking big, like, caliber-wise. Like, I know, like, muskets, like the bog standard Brown Bess. It had, like, a 50 caliber ball. You know, like, that'll fuck you up. When Zepar and Furfur cried those words out, the whole area was blanketed in a gold-colored light, and when it cleared, it had become the rose garden where golden roses bloomed.
恋をめぐっての決闘とはな、古風なやつらよ。わらわも1000年の中で何度かピストルの決闘を見てきたが、このような決闘は初めて見る。
悪魔が立ち会い人をするから。
違う。普通恋の決闘とは、
Mm-hmm.
一人をめぐって
One easy way to resolve the love triangle is just to kill the other person.
しかし彼らは恋する二人が恋する二人と戦おうとしている。これはとても珍妙だ。
それはきっと魔法の奇跡が欲しいからです。私たちは魔法の奇跡がもらえないと恋が。
So what are you gonna do about it?
宇宙を作るための最小人数は何人か知っておるか。
Two?
いえ、知りません。
You need the outside observer to confirm it? Shannon and Cannon each took a pistol out of the case, returned to their respective witnesses, and checked the weapons over. Then, after they had both determined that there were no problems, the two were asked one final time whether they were prepared to duel, and both of them nodded.
問題がなければ決闘者たちは2人で背中を向け
What are we
て
doing? 6 paces?
決められた歩数を歩いて距離を開いてもらう。
それから合図と同時に決闘開始よ。ゼパル、その歩数は何歩がいいかしら。
そうだね。ではこの決闘の因縁となる数
What,
字を
4?
それにしようじゃないか。
因縁となる数字？それはいくつなの？
僕たちがよく知る数字さ。そしてこのゲーム物語が始まった時から何度も何度も繰り返されているあの数字さ。
17, 18, 13?
それは19。
19, okay.
面白い数字です。
決まったよ。すべてが決別するには。
Oh, 19's a lot of paces. 19. It was the number used to refer to the witch. Each. Let's try that whole sentence again. After I recover. It was the number used to refer to the witch each time the illusion of a 19th person had been seen on the supposedly 18-person island. It was the length of time it had taken to create this tale. It was the length of time leading up to this inevitable day. And it was the age of the true territory lord of this world.
向かい合って19本歩き撃つ。
かなりの距離になるね。早打ちが有利とは限らない場合だ。
先に撃って外してしまった
Just
ら
don't think too hard about those truth bombs.
多分
Let's just focus on them shooting each
それ
other
で
for
決
now.
着してしまう。
それを当てればかすり傷一つ負わずに勝てる簡単なゲームさ。
それでは決闘者たち、背中を合わせて立ちなさい。
Shannon and Cannon slowly walked towards each other, facing each other. Once they turned away, the next time they would see each other's faces would be the time that they killed them. So, this was the last time they would face each other.
今までありがとう。君という弟に出会えて楽しかった。
僕であらせてくれてありがとう。灰色の世界に彩りを見せてくれてありがとう。
どうして私たちは生まれたんだろうね。
Who knows?
生まれた時すぐに死ねればよかった。
Alright, Mr. Fucking Broody.
お父さんの罪だね。
そうさ。だからあいつも死ね。みんな死ね。
みんな死ぬよ。もうすぐね。そしてすぐにみんな蘇って会えるよ。もう私
Yep,
た
just
ち
drink the Kool-Aid and you can all go to
は
the
カゴの
Golden
中の
Land.
小鳥じゃない。
僕たちはようやくカゴを出てそれぞれの世界へ羽ばたけるんだ。
君ともっと早くこうして決闘をすればよかったね。
それがきっと今日なのさ。
今日だね。
1986年運命の日。
Mm-hmm.
私たちのどちらかが
Bang bang.
死ぬ。
あるいは同時に打ち合って
Well, that'd be
二人と
dramatic.
も死ぬよ。
それもありか。それでも全然ありだね。
そうさ。それであっても必ず僕らの恋
I
は
mean, especially because you got instant kill bullets. You know, it's,
あったのかな。
there's no such thing as a glancing blow.
あったさ。姉さんも言ってるよ。僕たちはいずれにせよもっと早くに決闘するべきだった。
そうだね。私にとって君は
僕にとって姉さんは
もう邪魔なのだから。
Nothing personnel, kid. For the first time, the intent to kill flashed through the eyes of both. Why? My voice cracked on that one, Jesus. Why? For what reason? Why must this day come for this pair, who are connected by a bond different from romantic love, as though they were real siblings? It's a great mystery. And also a great mystery is the question of how this can be the key towards unlocking Battler's locked room. If I watch over this duel instead of running away, will I find the key towards solving that locked room? I will, right? Zepar-san. Furu-san. Thanks, needed that. The cathedral is beautifully decorated to be the place of the wedding between the Territory Lord, Lord Battler, and his wife-to-be, Lady Erica. A crowd of guests wearing goat masks filled the cathedral, waiting for the arrival of the bride and groom. Fitting for a demon's wedding, it was not solemn or quiet, but cheery and noisy, brimming with activity. Yeah, that's how I prefer the, weddings and the funerals.
ゼパルとフルフルのところに身を寄せていると聞いています。愛を司れば魔王陛下とて退かねばならぬほど。
Yeah, might as well enjoy the catering though when you're here. Free food's free food.
きっと何かの力になってくれると思いたいのですが。
あいつらのことはよく知ってるわ。素直に力を貸してくれる連中じゃないのはあんたもよく知ってるでしょうが。
ですが、しかしだからこそ奇跡。
とにかくバトラ君の心を密室から助け出せればなんとかなるのです。
Yeah, can you just hop in their gap and get him
密
out?
室が大好物なんでしょ。何か妙案は思いつかないのですか。
ひどい密室よ。バトラとエリカの二人で
Yeah.
赤き真実だらけのガッチガチ。 内部からの単独脱出は不可能だと
There's not a whole lot of wiggle room for magic to exist in this scenario.
やはり誰かが入れ替わりで内側に入りチェーンを締めるほかありませんな。
その誰かが現れてくれればバトラーを助けるのは容易よ。11人もいるんでしょ。
その11人はゲストハウスの2階にそれぞれ封じられています。
Oh, gee, if only there was some other unaccounted for person who's been like hiding in the shadows with his tail the entire time.
そこを抜けられれば。
なるほど。
And, you know, if they made their, you know, official debut on the scene, you know, oh, they'd be able to go save him, but...
バトラ様の密室を解くのとゲストハウス2階の2つのどちらかの密室を解くのは同じことというわけですな。
そういうことね。
Instead of, you know, actually going to face the problems head on, instead of being like a weird fucking murder mystery tsundere.
バトラの客室だけにこだわるのは思考的密室も同然だわ。バトラを助けるために開く密室は客室じゃない。ゲストハウスの密室なのよ。
Good way of looking at it.
気の毒ですが、ゲストハウスの2部屋は我らアイゼリのユングフライは封印を担当しております。
あんたらは封印と結界は大のお得意だもんね。
They got the good tape.
しかしさすがはミスガート。バトラを救うべく破るべき密室はゲストハウス側であると気づかれるとはお見事です。もうじき式も始まるでしょうが、それまでの退屈しのぎの一つ、現場の再構築で
Bust out the blueprints.
いいのですか。エリカ教の駒であるあなたの守秘義務に違反しません。いい
え、構いません。存分に現場の封印を確認なされて絶望された方が心の底から死期を祝福できるに違いないですから。
ユージン、ノルウ、リア。式前にちょっとつまみ食いさせて
Yeah,
も
what
らい
kind
ま
of
しょう。
catering do they got here?
それではアイゼルネのお嬢様方、再構築をよろしくお願いいたします。
金家、謹んで受けたまわり立てまする。
ここはいとこ部屋ですね。
Yep.
隣部屋も構造は全く同じです。それでは存分に
And it sure is convenient that they have the exact same layout, so that way we don't have to draw a different background.
部屋にいるのはゲンジ、ゴーダ、カノ、そしてクラウス、ルドルフ、ジェシカの計6人ですな。
隣部屋は秀吉、ジョージ、シャノン、
Hey, the siren at the fire station. It's been a while since we heard it on video.
バカね、あんたたち。
Pretty quiet today, and compared to like how it's been a lot of the time. Yeah, even when I take my headphones off, it's not that bad. Wonder why some days it's a lot louder than others.
誰がいるかなんて今はどうでもいいのよ。
Still loud enough to pick up a mic though. I can see the waveforms bouncing around.
この部屋からどう脱出するかだわ。
そうでしたね。扉も窓も封印されていますから、なんとか他の場所から脱出を。
私ね、あんたら天界の連中が得意とする勢いでごまかす力技。
Just sweep it right under the
よく理
rug.
解してるのよ。密室じゃないわよね、この部屋。
金家、謹んで申し上げる。我らが担当したる密室は完璧なりや。
あんた、前回は金蔵の部屋で
Whoops.
窓の封印を担当してたわよね。バトラは金蔵を。あの部屋のどこから逃がしたんだったかしら。
それはコーネリアのミスで
Yeah,
は
no bullying.
ありません。その筆跡は上司の私が賜ります。
金蔵の書斎の時と全く同じよ。窓よ。窓からこの密室は破れるわ。
I mean, I don't think Eric would be, make the same mistake twice.
バレバレなのよ、あんたたちの手口は。
どうしてです。エリカ教は部屋単位で封印をしたのですよ。窓の封印ももちろん含め
Yeah, we
部屋を丸ごと封じたはずです。
なるほど。どうやら私たちは封印の定義を勘違いしてしまっているようですな。ガムテープで封じられた密室は破れないわけではありません。
Well, you're not wrong.
ないのです。
そういうことよ。封印
I mean,
は
unless this time
確か
Erica
に密室を
didn't
保証
scamper up
す
the
る。
fucking walls like a little spider.
でも密室を維持することを保証はしないわ。ガムテープが破られない限り密室であることを保証するだけ。
我々は何も誤解させるつもりはありません。ガムテープが維持される限り密室を保証する、それだけです。
それでどうして窓からどうして窓からなら密室を破れるのですか？
簡単じゃない。ガムテープをぶっちぎって外へ飛び出すだけよ。
I mean, yeah, but
ゲストハウスの外壁の構造は知らないけど、
I mean that's taking the Gordian knot approach. If you don't know the whole thing with that, it's like big old knot, you know, imagine like a giant tangled monkey's fist. It's like whoever can untangle it, it has to do with like Alexander the Great. It's like whoever untangles this knot is like destined for greatness, and the whole point is it's impossible to untangle. So you just cut it. You just cut the knot. And it's like, there we go, got it. It's like, I mean, yeah, you did it, but you kind of, you know, that wasn't the point. But sure, whatever, you still passed. We should have put that in the rules that you're not allowed to do that.
あの小娘が誰にも知られずに這いずり回って外からガムテープが貼れる程度には足場もあるはず。
ガムテープを破れば封印が破られたことが直ちに分かります。そして私たちは封印が健在であることをバトラのロジックエラー時にも証明しているはずです。
そうね。確かにあんたたちはあの時点でも封印が破られていないことを証明したわ。
But what about after?
だから密室だと私たちは誤解させられた。
Or
封
before?
印イコール密室とは限らないのよ。
Well, it was already said in red. Well, I would need to look at the red again to see like when they were talking that the people were in the room. Gap was the demon who specialized in putting an end to locked room mysteries. She drew herself up and looked down on the short Delana, as though a challenge such as this was like taking candy from a baby. Delana looked up at her with a bold expression, and sparks flew between them.
封印イコール密室ではないのですか？そんなバカな。
思い出してリーヤ、あの時エリカたちは何の封印を見せた？何の封印の維持を見せたの？
なるほど。天界大法院の得意そうな改ざん術ですね。
Just twist those words.
お伺いしましょう。
だから言ってるでしょ。窓よ。確かにあんたたちは彼らを封印で封じたわ。その際には窓も含んでいるわ。そしてその証明は封印時になされた。ここまでは OK よ。でもね、しかしその後、中の人間は誰でもここには誰がいるんだっけ？ゲンジ、ゴーダ、カノン、クラウス、ルドルフ、ジェ
What,
シカ。
Rudolph got antsy and just jumped out the window?
誰でも可能よ。窓のガムテープをちぎってここから抜け出し、バトラを助けに行くだけ。
ですからその封印は健在であるとロジックエラー時にも証明が。
違いますよ。あの時、エリカ教が証明されたのは、
Okay.
扉の封印だけです。
そういえばあの時エリカ教は2部屋の扉を示し、その封印の健在を主張しただけ。窓の封印には触れ
You
な
know,
かった。
when one door closes, just open the window and crawl in instead.
それが正解よ。確かに封印時は扉も窓も完璧だったでしょうよ。でもロジックエラー時には扉しか封印を証明しなかった。つまりエリカがゲストハウスを去ってから以降、窓を破って 自由に部屋を出ることが禁じられていない。どう？グーの音も出ないでしょ。
Well, we're already well acquainted that people jump out these windows all the time.
あんたたちのやり
No
口。
George fucking Peter Pan his way to the mansion.
上司ドラノール、ソロさ
どうやら新郎新婦が到着されるよう
Yeah, if you want to do anything, you better hurry.
おしゃべりはこれくらいにしましょう。それでは私
With an amused grin on her face, Delana turned around. But that had to have had hit her where it hurt. Gap had no intention of letting her get away. She grabbed Delana's shoulder.
ん。待ちなさいよ。ロジックエラー時に窓の封印が維持されているかを証明しなさいよ。でなければこの部屋の誰でもバトラの救出は可能だわ。
誰が救出を可能だというのですか？
誰でもいいのよ。
Mm-hmm.
じゃ
Anyone.
あ個人的好みでカノン君を指名するわ。
Oh, okay.
身軽そうだし気配を消すのも得意だしね。エリカの後をつけ素早くバトラ君と入れ替わるのにぴったりだわ。
カノンに不可能です。
He's dead.
不可能？ダメよ。普通の言葉じゃ信用しないわ。赤き真実であんたの赤き太刀にかけて誓いなさい。
ミスカート、これより始まるのは神聖なる婚儀です。その神聖なる場で太刀を抜けとおっしゃるのですか？
Eh, sure, why not?
無礼無粋を極めるかと思います。それはまたの機会がいいです。それではこれにて。
カノンにバトラの救出が可能よ。エリカ封印後に窓を出て客室のバトラ君と入れ替わりチェーンロックを閉めて
You
ク
know,
ロー
just
ゼッ
cause.
トに隠れた。
不可能です。窓も封印を維持しています。無論ロジックエラー時にです。
Again, nothing's changed. Gap's blue wedge and rapid reverse roundhouse crossed with Eleanor's red long sword, and both pointed at each other's throats. The once peaceful mood of the wedding broke apart. Several goat guests whispered to each other, wondering why these two seemed to be fighting.
何よ、ちゃんと返せるじゃない。どうしてもったいぶったのよ。
やがてその思考にベアトリーチェが気づき、それを救出の鍵として婚礼に乱入してくるだろうと思っていました。しかしそれに先にあなたが
Wanted to save that card to play on
お答えを
her.
見せることになるとは思いませんでした。
汚いやつだわ。あんたらわざと窓を疑わせてベアトを誘い出して返り討ちにしようと罠にしていたのね。
花嫁を警護する人間として当然のことです。これで満足ですか？魔界式の婚儀は実に下品で野蛮です。では失礼。
おっと、まだ騙されないわよ。あんたが言った窓の封印はカノンのいとこ部屋のものでしょ。
Okay.
じゃあ隣部屋の窓はどうなの？あんたはカノンの救出の可能性について不可能と切り返しただけよ。隣部屋の人間の可能性はまだ生きている。
しつこいお人です。
And you know, this is how it is. Gotta eliminate all avenues.
「ご無礼お詫びするであります。本式典警備役の
Uh-huh.
シエスタ
Yeah.
姉妹この得体であ
At
りま
least
す。
take it outside in the parking lot.
失礼ながらご両名の招待状と受輪印を拝見します。
ドラノルエノックス、花嫁側参列者です。招待状と受領印、並びに花嫁警護役の証明書です。
ノックス主席殿と確認しました。バトラ教の婚儀へようこそ。歓迎。
ガープよ、花婿側参列者、招待状といけない。
受付受領印がないに。
Oh, okay.
ダイレクトにここに来ちゃったから受付通ってないわ。
That or you snuck
で
in.
へ従業員まだなの。あなたはこんな時にどうしてまた。
ガープ様、失礼ながら別室へご同行願います。
The learner watched, shrugged, and turned away.
待ちなさいよドラノール。私の青き真実に答えなさいよ。
天界大法院の見解をご希望でしたら
Ugh.
法院規定に従い
Gotta
ご
love the
申請をお願
bureaucracy.
いいたします。
金系窓口は平日10時から17時までと知りたまえ。12時から1時間15分を昼休みと知
God
り
damn,
たま
there's
え。
some long ass lunches.
金系申請書には修正液20号線は一切認められぬものと知りたてまつれ。
I gotta start over and do a new one.
某イベントの申し込み書もそれがあると落ちるって噂があるに。都市伝説です。多分
本件青き真実を口頭での仮受付といたします。
Okay.
正式な申請が受理されるまで保留とし重複申請を禁じます。
わけわかんないわ。私の青き真実に答えるの？答えないっての？
It's on hold.
月曜日にご申請いただければ来月末頃にはご回答できるでしょう。重複申請は禁じられていますので、たった今あなたが口にされた青き真実は
Just put it on the
本
back
講
burner.
義では使用不可
No,
と
not
します。
confirming or denying it.
根拠法令大法院事務規則第214条の15重複申請の禁止について
Throw the book at him.
金系謹んで申し上げる。ロジックエラー時に隣部屋の窓の封印が暴かれていたことを理由とする青き真実の使用を禁じるものと知りたまえ。
Well, shit.
金系謹んで申し上げる。当該の青き真実への回答義務は発生しないものと知りたてまつれ。
卑怯者、ちょっと話しなさいよウサギ楽団。
Chester sisters led Gap away. Just when she had thought she had reached the core, they had underhandedly refused to respond. However, this was a big clue. There was a chance that the window seals on the next room over had been broken. In other words, it might be possible for Hideyoshi, George, Kumasawa, Shannon, or Nanjo to save Battler. Yes, it was Nanjo. He nimbly scampered down the rain gutter and, snuck after and saved Battler. And yet, just now, that option had been sealed away. The use of any blue truth based on the window seals on the next room over might have been broken, had been prevented. It was now impossible to claim that the five who could have saved Battler were the ones who did it.
何よそれ、卑怯だわ。それが答えなんじゃないの？窓だけ封印の維持を証明していないのは私も気づいてたわ。でも青き真実に使えないなんてどうすればいいのよ。
I'm glad you noticed that.
ああ、わかってるわ。
Because I'm dumb and just nodded my head along when Erica was going and like, yep, Oh, the seal's on the door. I guess all the seals are still intact.
フェザリーヌはどうせ自分だけ答えに気づいててほくそ笑んでるんでしょ。
すまぬな人の子よ。私もこれには困った。
ちょっと何を言い出すのよ。
私も隣部屋の窓がまだ開いていることは気づいていた。しかしながらそれを反論に使えぬと封じられるとは
Yeah,
想像もしな
just
かった。
completely shut down. Won't even entertain the
これ
thought.
って重大なルール違反じゃないの？だって正解が言えないクイズなんてフェアなゲームじゃない。これ向こう側のロジックエラーじゃないの？
それがロジックエラーにならないからこうして物語が続いているとも受け取れる。
つまり隣部屋の窓と全く無関係な
I guess sometimes there are multiple answers to the same problem.
あるいは窓の話をせずに隣部屋の5人の誰
No,
かが
this
助けに
isn't
来られ
pure
た
math
ことを
where, there's
説
only
明する。
one definitive solution. The existence of the golden truth, goes to show that.
窓の話をしないってことは窓を使わずに部屋を出るってことだわ。それでは隣部屋だって密室と変わらない。
ふむ、だから私も困ってしまった。このおかしな封印宣言のせいで2つの部屋は再び密室に戻ったも同然になってしまった。おそらくだが。
おそらく何？八百万を束ねて超えるっていうあんたの知能ならどんな答えが見つかるの？
答えはない。
Oof.
ないって何？
It was a bad riddle.
隣部屋の窓以外に出口はないにもかかわらず、隣部屋の窓を推理に組み込むことが許されん。この密室を解く答えはおそらくない。
ないならどうなるの？
答えがない以上、説明義務を求められているプレイヤーが敗北するのは必要だ。
それって手詰まりってことじゃない。つまり今のドラノールの宣言はある意味とどめ、チェックメイトってことじゃない。
I mean, but yet again, the story continues.
いや、一手あるにはある。しかしその手は二度と使えぬ手だ。そしてそれはベアトの心臓の一部でもある。
この物語の最大の謎の一つってこと？
そうだ。それを使えば、あるいはなとか。
Featherine sighed deeply. It was something that hadn't been done at all before now. I see. So it's finally time for the curtain to close on this long, long tale. Revealing that mystery finally means killing Beato. Battler is probably the one the only one qualified to do that. If he weaves that tale as the game master, no one will be able to stop it now. Very soon, the greatest mystery of this tale is likely to be revealed. Just throw those plot hooks everywhere. A deep sound reverberated through the cathedral. It was the sound of dozens of heels being stamped in unison, originating from the honor guards, members of the Chiester Sisters Imperial Guard, who were lining the cathedral. Ooh, do they have the clickers on their heels? We weren't allowed to wear those when I was in the honor guard because our NCOIC didn't trust us to stay in step. So he's like, you guys are gonna make fools of yourself if you're actually in like in a location where you can actually use them, because as you might notice, most cemeteries are grass, and the clickers aren't even going to do anything. And in case you are in a big grand cathedral that echoes around, and you're out of step, man, is it noticeable? It brought about It brought about total silence even before the demons running the ceremony spoke.
ああ、どうか静粛に。参列のご来賓諸見よ。
領主にして無限の魔術師であらせられるバトラ教徒。
Separ and Burkuru had appeared in the center of the cathedral. It was a great status symbol to have these two demons invited to host the wedding. Though they had asked for silence, the attendees who packed the cathedral welcomed the two demons with enormous applause.
ゼパルたちではありませんか。では、ベアト。
もうこの会場に紛れ込んでいるかもしれませんな。
They searched for Beato in the crowd of several hundred people, but they couldn't find her anywhere.
ベアトはバトラ君を救う方法を見つけられたでしょうか。
ゼパルとフルフルの力を得られたなら、きっとあの方々の力を得て成し遂げられぬ奇跡はないんですか。
もしも得られなかった。
Nothing you can do then.
その辺でハンカチを噛んでるヤギがお嬢様でしょうな。
それでは新郎新婦の入場を迎えよう。
厳かに迎えて、どうか二人の門出を祝ってほしい。
いでよ新郎新婦、墓場まで逃れられぬ
The path of shackles called marriage. The old ball and chain. The big doors in the back of the cathedral slowly opened. And then the territory lord and his beautiful bride came into view. Arm in arm, the pair slowly began to walk down the path to the grave, lined with red carpet. The Chester honor guard stood at attention along either side of that path, raised their adorned bayonets with mechanical precision, and made sure that no evil could block the path that the pair walked down. Chester sister troops that weren't part of the honor guard were stationed all over the cathedral, hiding behind pillars and so on, and keeping an eye out for any intruders.
00より45、410異常ないか。
天井狙撃手異常ないに。
410 and 45 could be seen on the top of the massive chandelier hanging from the cathedral ceiling. Several other sniper pairs could be seen stationed on top of other chandeliers. This seemingly festive cathedral was actually being heavily guarded in places that the attendees wouldn't notice.
現在ベアトリーチェ教と歌川式参列者36名と襲撃可能地帯の131名を同時捕捉監視中。
警戒
There's
を
a lot of places.
必ずベアトリーチェ教は婚儀を襲撃するはずだ。
嫁を奪いに襲撃なんて燃えるに。410嫁じゃないです、婿です。嫁で合ってるに。
Yeah. The Chester sniper teams on the chandeliers were using extremely highly capable surveillance agents to track the movements of the several hundred attendees. If any one of them made any suspicious movements, the Chesters would immediately be given permission to fire. The one on the chandeliers, Chester 127. That overworked monster sniper could pulverize a human target from 2 kilometers away. I wanted to say 200 meters really, really bad, but no, it was 2 kilometers. The one on the chandelier across from that is Chester 20. Her fire rate is 6,000 rounds per minute. However, she's using a portable magazine this time, so she'll use up her shots in about 2 seconds. That lazy bum can barely do her job for just 2 seconds. Nyeh. Slowly, and making a show of it, the two walked down the red-carpeted path. Battler's eyes were blank. If he looked closely, you could tell that Erica was dragging him by the arm she held. In other words, they weren't walking together. This was a ceremony for Erica to show off to everyone that this man belonged to her. Behind the bride and groom walked the 7 Sisters of Purgatory, who held long ceremonial staffs in the shape of the one-winged eagle.
バトラのバカ、何をぼんやりしてるのよ。これだから無能と言われるのよ。
ベアトリーチェ様のお心の痛みが誰よりもわかるわ。バカバトラーがロジックエラーなんて起こすからこ
What
ん
a
なことに。
maroon.
バカバカバカ。
ベアトリーチェ様が怠惰にこの婚儀を見過ごすわけがない。
当然よ。
I mean, you gotta wait for the very last second to make it the most
ベアトリー
dramatic.
チェ様は強欲なお方。自分のおもちゃをみすみす人に譲るわけもないわ。必ずおいでになる。
ジュルリ、披露宴は美味しい料理がいっぱい出そうだね。
Now, let's make this quick. I don't like long ceremonies.
私も早く花嫁衣装着たい。
Vargastel and Land Delta were in the nobles seating on the balcony. They sipped questionable-looking carbonated cocktails as they looked down upon the show.
素敵な花嫁衣装じゃない。いいわね、こういうの。
前座よ。この
ひどいわね。どっちのイベントが真打ちなのよ。まさかベルン、本気でベアトが来ると思ってんの？
Yeah, of course she will.
あんたも知っての通り、 バトラの密室は完璧よ。ベアトに勝てる道理なんてないわ。そうでしょ？
あんたも聞いてるでしょ。隣部屋の窓に封印を破られてる可能性があるのよ。ドラノールがそれを一応は封じたようだけど、概念否定をしただけで窓を塞いだわけじゃない。また窓から飛び出すわよ。片翼のわしとやらが。
かけない？
ベアトが来るか
絶対来るにかける。
奇跡的に来るにかける。
ああ、成立しないわね、こりゃ。
That's not how bets work. The Witch's certainty and the Witch of Miracles were both sure that Beato would come. However, they were very interested in exactly how she would break the locked room and take Battler back.
あんたは裏から見たから知ってるんでしょ。トリック。
一応ね。でもエリカが頑張りまくっちゃったから、もう私にもさっぱりよ。
嘘つき。へえ。あんたはきっともう気づいてるんだわ。あるんでしょ。バトラを救うトリックが。
Duh.
あるわ。でも難しいわ。
その手を使うと、ベアトの心臓の一端がさらされる。そうでしょ。
なんだ、わかってるじゃない。
Well, ain't that part of love? Exposing even the parts you don't want other people to see to the person you love.
ねえ、賭けを変える。
And being accepted for it. Aw, how sappy.
何に？
勝つのはベアとかエリカか。
あんたがエリカにかけるって言うならいいわよ。
乗るわ。
Like, I'm totally willing to accept that, yeah, Beato's just a regular person. But that still doesn't explain Rose's whole thing about killing Beatrice, like, how many ever years ago when she was a kid?
勝ち目の根拠は？
It would have to have been like 30-something years ago.
もしそのトリックがベアとの心臓の一端だというなら、ゲームマスターの場
Actually, don't know how old Rose
それを
is. Hold
探
on.
すのに躊躇する。
Actually gonna... This doesn't count. Rosa... Umineko... Not meme. What's her age? Give me the age. Power skills. Crimes! Childhood abuse and assault. Yep, ain't that right. Just looking on the wiki real quick. Type of villain. Abusive parent. Yep. Does it not have her age? I'm on the villains wiki. Jesus Christ. Search. Find in page. Age? No, that's images. Oh, it doesn't have her age there. Weird. 7th expansion wiki, that might have it. Blood type? Oh, she's got the same blood type as me. I don't think it has her age. Might not. Hold on. Find in page? Age? Manages. I'm on mobile, so it doesn't let me search by whole words. I don't think it has her age listed. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Cool, so I can't even confirm that. Intermission over.
おそらく引き分け。ケムに巻いてうまく逃げるに決まってる。
バトラーはベアトを安らかに
Hey
眠
man,
ら
if
せる
this
と誓ってるわよ。
when it's going this bad in your favor, fucking pulling out a draw and just surviving is, you can chalk that up as a win. It might not be on the board, but inside your heart, it's a win.
それはベル。甘いわ。
The bet was made, based on the assumption of that certain miracle that Beato would come. Virgilia, who was standing in the front row, tried to call out as soon as Battler walked by. She tried to tell him that the window seal in the next room over hadn't been confirmed, hoping that this would give him a hint. However, she had been marked perfectly. The instant she tried to lean forward, two Chester sisters right behind her grabbed her arms. There was a powerful force preventing her from going forward. Unable to move, she was forced to stay there and watch as Battler walked past. Yeah, I know you were just, doing what you thought was best for for Beatrice there, Virgilia. I still haven't forgiven you completely for episode 3. I'm still butthurt about that.
しかしあの密室は自分だけの力では抜けられない誰かが助けに来なければ抜けられない
あの子が助けに来なければ、バトル君は出られないのですね。
密室の鍵さえあれば必ずその方お嬢様あなたの人生にはきっと何度も試練があったでしょう。しかしどうか、この試練にだけはお打ち勝ちください。あなたならきっとできます。このロのそれ
Bride and groom slowly processed? Okay, not processed like, like processed food, but processed. The emphasis. Slowly processed down the path to the grave and reach the altar. Like procession, but, processed, not processed. Though walking slowly was ceremonious and proper etiquette, it was also tiring. Erica glanced over at Battler. Of course, his eyes were blank. His heart was still inside that locked room. Once more, the sound of the Chester honor guards stamping their heels rang out loudly. Silence returned to the cathedral. Now the wedding ceremony would finally begin.
人は愛のために生きるのです。すなわち今日あなた方は生まれてきた意味を生
きる力愛の力のなんと偉大なことか。
Yep, strongest thing in the world.
今日という日の輝きがどうかお二人を永遠に祝福しますように。
さあ愛し合う二人を愛の制約を物言えぬ夫に代わりて、
妻は二人を代表して制約を。
Is that allowed? I guess if the demons of love are saying it.
バトラはエリカを、エリカはバトラを、健やかな日もやめる日も支え合って生きることを誓い
She
ます。
said, lying through her teeth.
聞こえませんよ、
Same
バトラさん。文句があるならもっとはっきり大きな声で言ってください。それ以上の文句が終わりでしたら、まずはロジックエラーの密室からお出になってからにしてください。
Should be easy.
安心して、その日まで永遠に私があなたを支えてあげますから。
No, she'll just be using all the things that are yours to support you.
ああ誓いよ。
She'll have power of attorney and your credit card. Never give someone general power of attorney. Thunderous applause celebrated their marriage of servitude. After the oath, they would physically signify the bond. They would consummate the marriage on the altar. It was the exchange of the rings. The territory lord's ring with the one-winged eagle engraved on it that sat on Battler's finger would become Erica's. By this, she would become the ruler of this game board, and in exchange, Battler's finger would be given a diamond ring that Erica had prepared. How gaudy. At a glance, it just looked like a ring adorned by a large diamond. However, this cursed ring would force Battler into eternal subservience and brand him as another's property. Oh, it's like one of those, like, chain collar fucking necklace things that people wear. As, like, kink signaling or whatever.
身動きできぬ夫の指を妻はどうか支えてあげて。
Erica respectfully took Battler's left hand, then slowly pulled off the territory lord's ring that had sat on his ring finger. That was the ring Beato had entrusted him with. Erica stole it away.
これがあの女の残した指輪なんですよね。それを私みたいな女に奪われるなんて。
The Dojins are at themselves,
どんな気持ち
people.
ですか？はい、聞こえません。
Go to hell.
もう一度お
I'll
願い
translate it
し
for
ま
you.
す。
地獄もちろん
なんだ。それならご安心を。
We're already there. Erica pressed her lips up against Battler's earlobe as if biting it, and told him where they
こ
were.
こがそこですよ。
Yeah, it's like the Pirates of the Caribbean quote from the first one. You better start believing in ghost stories, 'cause you're in one. Arr, 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 arr. Then, slowly, she took Beato's ring, which she had stolen from Battler, and slipped it onto her own left hand.
では花嫁、続いてあなたの指輪を花婿に。
すごい指輪ね。彼を永遠に逃がさない。これは
Ain't that all wedding rings, am I right?
特注ですから。
Even Battler's blank eyes could see the diamond ring Erica held. It was like Erica herself. On the outside, it shone beautifully, and possessed an absolute hardness that would bend to no one's will. And on the inside, to symbolize never letting go of its prey it had latched onto, had 8 sharp thorns pointing inwards. Ooh, that's gonna hurt sliding it on. If they had been growing out of the outer side, it would have looked like the collar of a hellhound. However, who had ever heard of putting those on the inside? She turned the diamond until it clicked and the thorns retracted. Okay, that's how it works. Fancy. In other words, if she twisted it after putting the ring on his finger, the inward-facing thorns would bite down, never releasing until the end of time. Then, even his soul would be trapped, and his body, mind, and soul would be ever forced to serve Erica for all eternity. Yeah, this shotgun wedding in Vegas sucks. Who the hell would wear a ring like that? Didn't even finish speaking the simple phrase. And furthermore, those awkward words were the only way he could resist. She raised Battler's left hand and stroked the ring finger hungrily. Erica held the ring of servitude against the tip of his finger. The ring would hurt if it made... A ring can hurt if it's made to fit too tightly, and it can even become impossible to take off. However, this ring was never intended to be removed for life anyway, so the inner band had been mercilessly narrowed. Even without the thorns, forcing a small ring like this on would hurt.
この指輪はあなたの身も心も魂も全てを永遠に閉じ込めます。
That's when you go to the ER and they get like the bandsaw and they just cut it off with the angle grinder.
永遠に生きた人形。
Like that video of the guy who got his dick stuck in the cock ring and like it was all swollen and purple. And they had to like get the angle grinder to cut it off, and then they had to squeeze it like honk honk to get the blood out.
死ぬことも許しません。私に永遠に怪我され、恥ずかしめられ、私が勝利の美酒の味を忘れて。
Use leather cock rings, people. Don't go with the metal ones. If it gets stuck real bad.
私にそれを思い出させるのです。
Not talking from experience, just, you know, best practices.
何度もね。舌が噛めるなら今のうちにどうぞ。指輪が通ればそれすらもできなくなりますから。 Battler didn't even possess the strength to bite his tongue. And even if he had possessed it, didn't want to give up before finding a way to escape the locked room. So he could never bring himself to commit suicide. However, once this ring was forced upon him, he would never be able to even think about escaping from the room, much less killing himself. ダメです。ほら、指入れますよ。
Just the tip. It wasn't just the pain of having his finger forced through the tight ring. The curse of the ring fiercely tormented Battler's body from the inside. That pain would always torment Battler. But fortunately for him, the ring's power would also steal away the mind that could understand that pain. Erica kept screwing on the demonic ring that was far too small. Like I said, people, the Dojins are at themselves.
大丈夫です。入りますから。ちゃんと。
Now she'll even spit on it for you. With an obscene laugh, Erica let a silver thread drip from her mouth and wet his finger in the ring. Oh, I was joking, but no, she did spit on it.
力を
Now it'll slip right in.
一気に奥まで入れちゃいますから。無駄な抵抗なんかしないでください。抵抗しない方が痛くないですよ。
Yeah, don't clench.
胸って入るようになった。
Slowly, slowly, Battler's finger went deeper and deeper through the ring. He was pushed through the iron ring of pain and humiliation, which would never be removed again. Now, if there was any time to do it, it would be now, Beatrice. Alright, they know what they're doing. I mean, at that point, you need to get, like, some thread and, like, soap to get it off. The demonic ring squeezed his finger so tightly that it seemed the finger would snap off along with the bone. Could Battler's hazy expression of anguish really communicate how unbearable this sickening pain was?
一番奥まで入れたのが最後の仕上げですよ。これでもうあなたは永遠に私のもの。
Erica touched the ring's diamond knob. If she twisted it, the thorns would bite in and never let go again.
いいですよ。許してください。エリカ様って言えたらやめてあげます。
Fully roll over.
本当。
No.
お許しください、エリカ様。生涯を犬として扱われ、首輪につながれて生きることを誓いますから。
He already did the whole, like, dog collar routine thing. You know, it was a one-time thing, and he's like, you know, this ain't really for me.
そう言えたら、この指輪だけは。
You know, tried it out, and it was just, nah, this ain't it, Chief.
Hi, よく聞こえませんよ。
Yeah, it's not even fresh material. Come on, Beatrice already did that ages ago.
絶対てめえを許さねえ。
あなたをこんな目に遭
わせちゃって。
Nah, for stealing Beatrice's bit.
違う。ベアとの指輪を怪我したお前を俺は絶対許さねえ。
Though Battler's eyes had supposedly been forced into a cloudy state, they looked strong for just an instant. However, it really was only for an instant. Battler had used up the last of his fleeting resistance just to say those words. In his dim consciousness, he had even bitten his own tongue to stay alert, so that he could complete his words of resistance.
やはりあなたは飼いならせない犬って感じです。でもそこがいい。
Erica smiled. Then she turned the diamond. The instant she did, Battler let out a voiceless scream and threw his head back. His howl had no voice and could be heard by no one. However, it still rang out through the cathedral. Good thing we believe in miracles of love to get that thing off. How love will do it. But that'll happen next time on the next episode of Umineko. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. See you guys all next time. Later. Bye. Ma.